The feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into Miss Cindy versus everybody. Let's get it.
Child, get in here. This is not a drill. I have been summoned to talk about this with LAINA King and Miss Cindy. Let's get into it.
Summon.
Now, before we get into this video, just a disclaimer. These are my black ass opinions and messy little thoughts. Nothing is fact, just vibes and fair use, baby. Period. How the hell did cottage cheese thigh and this flinky fly from goddamn Thailand just to come and get Casa and bring him
She
around?
called that
They
flinky.
both know everything that transpired between Cindy and Janae. I think they did it to be spiteful and to be malicious.
Oh,
you know why
God.
I think that? Let me refresh your memory real quick. When Nick flew out there to Thailand and King refused to drop the low so that she could go and get Kaiser, and LAINA decided to hop her sour ass in it as if she is Kaiser's parent, making all kind of videos exposing all type of shit that had nothing to do with the issue at hand, which was paying Nick for the tickets. She decided to deflect and not take accountability, and the first chance she got, she wanted to throw a slug at Cindy and bring up her court case.
You've made like 10 videos about a tricky Trina and a person you was with for something years.
It's the
At this point,
it's a tricky Trina for me and something years for me. Just don't even know the info.
I have to do it. I have to do it.
Oh yeah, we know. You got court fees to pay. Because you have these court fees to pay.
Which had nothing to do with
Just like you need money for them kids in Christmas. It's the nerve of her trying to talk about people who need something or going through something or whatever, but can't handle somebody talk about her.
the facts that Nick flew out there to Thailand to get Kaiser and King played in her face. Now, everybody knows Miss Cindy had been came out with multiple parts of the story of how she caught Janae cheating on her with her friend in Kaiser's bed. She made it very clear that they were still going to court for certain things and that nobody on her side of the family, including Kaiser, see or speak to Janae. King, come your filthy ass to the front. He wants to sit up here and say that he doesn't have any problem with Janae. He views Janae as a grandparent to Kaiser.
He did.
Excuse me? Hammers. How the hell does he view his own mama? Is she not Olenia and Ocean's grandparent? This man got the nerve to sit up here telling her, don't come to my mama house. Hold the hell up. So you mean to tell me that he really has had it in him all this time to defend his mama, just not to LAINA?
You will not even speak to King's mom.
Will not.
How Ocean and Olivia don't even know King's
Absolutely
mom.
not. If you do not like me, then you do not like my children. Period. And I'm not going to go into full detail about the whole his mama situation because I have forgave her. But does that mean that I'm going to allow my children to speak to her? Does that mean I want that energy around me? No.
That's ridiculous. And hearing that over is so ridiculous, especially the fact that you over there staying with her now.
And it doesn't mean I'm the problem. I can control
And it doesn't mean I'm the
That if
problem.
someone doesn't respect me, if someone doesn't like me, they can't talk to my kids. Period. It's protecting my children.
He allowed her stinking ass to sit there and talk cash money about his mama multiple times in front of the camera. But want to tell Cindy, don't call my mama. Don't come to my mama house. What? You know who should have never been allowed to step foot in his mama house? This whale. For him to allow LAINA to sit up there talking about her and
I know her well.
how she would never see her kids. As if those kids aren't his kids. So did he never view his mama as the grandmother of those two girls? Furthermore, how in the hell is he going out of his way to tear down the woman that takes his place in his son's life? The one person that steps in to support his child, but he don't give a damn because he sees Kaiser as his little cousin that he babysit every now and then. He sees Kaiser out there in Thailand so that he could just have fun with him, but he not there 365 like a real father should be. Kaiser has always been an afterthought to him and especially to LAINA. For the people that want to sit up here and say it's his kid and he's the dad, the same dad that y'all call the deadbeat 365 days out the year, that ain't never changed.
Gotta film the feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into LAINA asking.
To a school play. He does not have teacher conferences. He does not take his child to the park. He does not take his child to get his hair cut or his hair dreaded. Who does that? The grandmother does it. The grandmother with him when he had surgery.
Talk
the
about
grandmother at every school performance. The
Talk about
grandmother up there helping him with homework. The
Talk
grandmother
about it.
over there taking him to the park. The
And most importantly, the grandmama paying the goddamn phone bill. You wouldn't even be able to talk to Kaz if you couldn't get on the phone she paid for you. Piece of man, you. I don't understand it. The phone is the main source of communication. Make sure you got your iPad charged. Make sure you got your... Guarantee he ain't buy that either. Girl, sick of it.
Grandmother over there dreading his hair. The grandmother pays for his phone bill. The grandmother is there when he's sick. The grandmother. And guess who that grandmother is? It's Cindy. It's not no damn Janae. It's not no damn Janice either, if you want to be technical. The only time we start hearing about Janice is when LAINA want to talk about how Janice don't like her because she's Latina. Because you know she's Latina when it's convenient for her.
Family-wise, within social media, like, I used to be really sad. Like, I done cried from your people.
But matter of fact, Janice could come her ass to the front too, because I feel like Janice been sitting in the back playing both sides of the fence. She know damn well she don't like LAINA. She know damn well she don't want LAINA in her house. But you know what it really is? Any little inkling of hope that she can bond with her son, she just gonna fake the phone. So if that means sit there and break bread with the ops, if she can sit up there and straddle the fence and talk to LAINA as if Cindy and Nick is the problem and allegedly converse with Janae for about 3 weeks, she gonna...
When I tell you, LAINA wouldn't have been in my house. If you don't like me, you can't talk to my kids. Okay, King, what do you have to... And that had the nerve to say, I wouldn't dare be in the car with my woman and she blah, blah, blah. You can't even tell your fiance that your mama is the grandmother and she gonna see my kids. Hell wrong with you. I don't care what y'all got going on. Long as that lady ain't caused no harm to them kids. What are we talking about? You ain't even got the balls to say that?
Do it. And this is a message for King family and his sister Dominique. If you not gonna step behind your mama any other time with LAINA on this internet talking bad about y'all family and talking bad about your mama, not wanting her to see your nieces and all type of shit like that, then don't step to the front whenever shit get real when it comes to Miss Cindy. Because if you ask me, she the only grandparent. Clock that. And another thing, the only time we hear about King's sister Dominique is when he using her to get a hotel. They just straight up users. He used her to get a hotel without even telling her that he was moving to Thailand. And on top of that, they only out there at his mama house using her for a place to lay their filthy ass head. Because that was going to save some damn money.
That's a fact.
Because they need every dime that they came out here with.
And that was his convincing. Man, come on, my mama got to see the kid. We got to go to, you know what I'm saying, Houston, wherever the hell they at. We got to go out here, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, they paperwork ain't together. That's number one. And number two, I guess for the holidays. But you know, we ain't got no money to get no room. Oh, okay. Girl, please.
Clock that. Y'all got some nerves to sit on this here internet.
It's so obvious.
Like Miss Cindy is the problem. Acting like Miss Cindy is the person who came to this internet first. She ain't come to this internet until LAINA made it her business to deflect and mention how she sent Cindy $35 for some filthy ass flowers for Mother's Day. Because that was something that she just does because she so-called cares about Casa. It ain't. She could have took that damn $35 and would go buy her ass something to get rid of them cold sores.
Or took that, or took them $35 to help with that goddamn phone bill.
On the top of her lip. That's what she could have did. Don't get me started up in here. People out here talking about, oh, Miss Cindy always on the internet. Oh, she shouldn't say nothing. She a third party. She not a third party when everybody praising her down boots because she's doing for Kaiser. She's not a third party when everybody feel like they want to go jump on Neek all in her business and wondering why her mama has her child. She's not the problem. Then she's not a third party. Then when she made her first initial video, who was all in her comments boosting her algorithm because they wanted her to stay on LAINA and King's neck for doing what they did to Neek when she went out there to Thailand to get her child. I am inclined to believe that everybody that's on this here internet that's literally making it seem like they don't understand why Miss Cindy is valid in speaking the up has literally been watching all this stuff play out for years and responding just to react and not listening to comprehend. And this just go to show how they got so many hypocrites out there, because all it would have took was for Antonica Brown to get on this here internet and say that King is lying. She didn't know about it. don't play with my mama, pull up on me, everybody and their mama would be like, yeah, Neek. The comments would have been in a complete uproar, but she didn't. Unfortunately, Miss Cindy is out here defending her mother's self. In my opinion, no shade, no tea, ain't no way in hell my mama will be on the internet going back and forth with a whale and a flinky when she's my number one reporter. And I'm gonna leave that right there alone. Let's move on. LAINA, come your sour ass.
I agree. But who knows what Neek got going on mentally. So, but I get it. Because me too. Appreciate the sub, truly.
I saw something, but she was like, take it up with her daughter. First of all, I never stepped foot in her old house. Why would I? That's weird. She needs to heal. I think that hurt can do something to people. Shut your ass up, LAINA, because you don't want to talk about your hurt. You don't want to talk about your trauma. And sitting up here talking about that is just so disgusting. Yeah, I reposted it because, like, you telling your grandson's father to, like, you know, overdose on pills. Did she tell him to overdose on pills, or did she tell him to take a lot of them? She just loves to put words in people's mouth, and she just said,
and then King be like, right, like she want me to overdose or something, and then that's what she said. Yeah, baby, yeah, she wants you to overdose. That's what she really wants you to do. She really wants you to die. She wants you to kill yourself. Shut up. Like, please. Oh my God, I ain't even see you in here, friend. But for real. Oh my God, oh my God, you heard her? She told you to take like 4 pills. That's overdosing. That is so her. Girl, the way she sat there was like, you guys won't get blessed if you're hating on the fact that somebody's asking for an Amazon wish list. Wow. What? Or am I being manipulative, LAINA? Which one? You know? Are people hating on the Amazon wish list? Or am I hating on the fact that you get supported? I know. It's the support. You cannot hate on a wish bitch. You can't hate on the Amazon wish list. That doesn't even make sense.
First fact, I just want to know so bad
How?
why it feels the need to constantly keep saying, but you're so holy and you preach God and you do this, you do that. LAINA, you the same 304 that didn't have children out of wedlock on purpose, back to back, raw dogging, looking to get the chose, knowing this man was on somebody else. You literally cannot stand a child. You literally sit on this app and deprive your mixed children the experience of knowing their black family. Had the nerve one time to call somebody in the comments sloppy when she the last person to be talking about anybody's body, okay? Because she could barely even fit through that hallway. Excuse me? Wow!
This motherfucker said, excuse me? Listen, friend, when people be like, I cannot believe you are bashing or like or going in on people because I think of you, I'll be like, me? Me? You talking about me? No. It's not me, baby. Let me tell you something. Have you seen? Child, you messy? Have you let me slide you a link? Bitch, I'm nice. Girl, she said she could barely fit through that hallway. Jesus. I don't listen, I don't be out here talking like friend be talking. Do you be? I ain't bad at it. I'll be here for it. I gets me a cackle every time. You got that. You got them type of like. You cut ass to the point when the chest hurt when they laugh. Like, yo, oh my God. Who wasn't paying attention to her not fitting through that hallway? It's her walking around King Mama house and just said, sure not. No, I'm not. I'm not going to let her talk to his mom. And he over there like, nope. Nope. I'm not. Huh? But if I was, If I was Miss Cindy girlfriend, nigga, I had to check that. You ain't checking. If your own children can't talk to your own mama because of her, you're not checking nothing, brother. You're tucking your balls, please. They're not being untucked. They're tucked, okay?
Have mercy. She's sitting up here talking about, I ain't even fat.
I gotta hear, excuse me? Hold on, I gotta hear this again.
And deprive your mixed children the experience of knowing their black family. Had the nerve one time to call somebody in the comments sloppy. She the last person to
Sloppy!
She talk about anybody's body, okay? Because she could barely even fit through that hole. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Have mercy. She's sitting up here talking about, I ain't even fat. Girl, you had to laugh because you don't even believe it.
Oh, my God.
LAINA don't like Miss Janice because Miss Janice wouldn't co-sign for her car. And what car was that? Was it that Tesla? So that explains why the whole time Kaiser was living with Miss Cindy for school, they never went to Louisiana to go and see that child. But the one time they did, they went with the Tesla. And then we never saw that small-ass Tesla again. Why is that? Was they test driving? Excuse me? Hammers. And I heard that allegedly Lisa was the one that put that last house they was in her name. It's not Janet's responsibility to get your filthy ass a car. You're the one who went out your way to drop out of school and sign up to be a full-time baby mama. Excuse me? Hammers. And y'all remember how Miss Cindy exposed how LAINA sprayed Kaiser down, made him take all his clothes off at the door, and LAINA got on there talking about
Defamation of character because one, you're lying. You're lying. You're blatantly lying. 2, you was not there. 3, you're getting this information from King's mom who does not like me. Does not like me at all. Why in the world would you send him back to our house if I sprayed him with Lysol spray and made him strip?
I don't know. Maybe because he needs to see his dad.
That is child abuse. If somebody did that to my children, I would be in jail. Are you kidding me? If somebody did that to Ocean and Olenia, I would be in jail.
But not to Kaiser. Wow. You see, that's what I don't like. And she don't be getting that. If anybody did that to Ocean or Olenia, how can you marry a man or be a fiance? How can you get a ring? How can you do any of these things? And you're not even claiming his damn son. I think that's crazy. I just don't see how that worked.
So I would put every freaking hand, foot, head on the person. You're lying. This is a lie. When King's mom went to go get Kaiser from Neek because she had the flu, Olenia was 2 weeks old. When Kaiser got in the house, King took him upstairs to take a bath to make sure he didn't have no germs on him and he was clean. And anything that Neek might have coughed on, it was cleaned. King then proceeded to spray Kaiser's book sack that was going to be going back to Baton Rouge for school with Lysol spray to make sure there was no germs on it. Why would you think that I would spray a child with Lysol spray? To say that is sick. Blatantly lying. Just trying to, one up on me? Just because you guys don't care about germs doesn't mean that we don't care about germs. And especially having a 2-week-old baby. We definitely wanted to make sure that Kaiser took a bath. But do you really honestly think that you would send your child over if you found out somebody sprayed Lysol spray on him?
Whole time Miss Cindy never named the chemical. So what that tell y'all? Because now Miss Cindy saying that
she never named it.
It was indeed Lysol. If you ask me, she did it. The same 304 that constantly gets on this internet, throws rocks and hide her filthy ass hand, and then as soon as everybody go and jump on her ass and eat her up for filth, she want to go and put a scripture at the end of every video that she creates.
Okay.
LAINA and King sitting up here trying to call Miss Cindy out like she's supposed to be a fake Christian. I believe that the Lord said, he who is without sin cast the first goddamn
talk
stone.
about it.
Excuse me. Hammers.
Excuse
Somebody please tell
me?
Lisa and her nasty ass eyebrows to mind the business that pays her in that raggedy ass house out there in Rhode Island. Child, then LAINA got the nerve to be in the Shade Room Teens comments talking about yuck, when just the sight of her is yuck. But I bet she ain't pull up. Talking about my mama.
Appreciate the song.
It's a grown married woman. First of
Oh
all,
my
Lena, please stop it
God.
like you talk like that. You
Oh,
know damn well you
my
always a
chest.
mom. And what in the hell does Lisa being married have to do with anything? They don't have
Oh.
a damn thing to do with nothing. Shut your ass up.
Oh, my
now
God.
Lisa want to be in the comments talking about, Cindy, this is good information since I've been through it. If you have a restraining order on her, she is supposed to leave the residence and find somewhere else to stay. I've been through it. You got to really look into it because they're not giving you the facts. Lisa, now is not the time for you to try to be the nice. This is where LAINA get that from. They throw rocks, hide they filthy ass hand, and then want to play nice right before she get real.
Yes.
The nerve of LAINA to really be sitting on Facebook going on and on talking about God has really changed me. The old me would have been crashed out. Go get in the field.
Get in the field. Do you hear me? Talking about if that happened to Ocean or Alinea, I would be in jail. I would put any finger, hand, spoon, or fork on them. Wow. That don't sound like getting the field. She's not getting in the field, bro.
But she would never do that.
She not getting in the
Who
field,
the hell
bro.
is King really feeling like talk about he gonna pull up on Miss Cindy? You know what he need to pull up at? He need to pull up to the courthouse and pay some goddamn child support. That's what he
Please.
need to pull up at. Talk about you embarrassing your girl. He the last person to be talking about somebody embarrassing somebody the way LAINA is just a pure embarrassment since the day he got with her.
Talk about it.
Okay, he should have been embarrassed about more things than them rotten ass teeth that she just went go get covered up. And she's so quick she want to go post this picture of these damn teeth she just got out there in Turkey. If she really wanted to flex, she would have made sure she had enough money so they could correctly pop her jaw.
Is that Michael Jackson's face? Oh my God. Oh my Lord, please, somebody help me. Ew.
And correct that bottom rack.
Oh
But she
my
didn't do
God.
that. I wonder why. Could
Oh.
it be that they're broke?
Help me.
Excuse me? Have mercy. Child, when I tell y'all these 3 old folks out of control, they're out of control. But I know one thing about Miss Cindy, rewrite at the dawn. If you made it to the end of the video and you're a yapper like me, meet me in the comments so we can have a key. That's all I got for y'all today, baby. Child, y'all so messy.
Oh my God, girl. It's such a work of art. It was a work of art. That's why I put a video together. Do you hear me? Woo, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. My chest hurt. I'm done with this video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey.